Going to take a short look on how to create a define field within a synonym. So looking at my data in here, we're going to see a bunch of fields. So that's my structure. So I'm going to pick one of those fields to build a new define that is based on the master file. I'm going to take let's take the revenue from in here, right click that one, select new expression. We're going to use a numeric function, but I'm going to go for the advanced functions here. So we're going to get a new thing. So I'm going to call it new define. I'm going to keep that field 1 point something. So I've got my define. By default, a define that's based on one field is always linked to the same segment in here. So I'm going to go to the modeling view. That field is a field from sales fact. So the define field keeps to be linked with the sales fact. Go back to the field view. If I build defines that are linked to multiple elements, multiple segments in the master file, it's sometimes better to manually link it to one of those segments that it belongs to. And there's a parameter that's built to do exactly this. So I'm going to go to the list of fields here. There's an attribute called with. That with attribute allows me to link it to one of the segments. So I'm linking it to the sales fact manually. In here, it's done automatically because there's just one field in there that belongs to those segments. And that's very important for the SQL generation. So now it's linked to sales fact. That's even more important if you build a define like the ones in here that are fixed defines. So building a fixed define, as you see, they're in one section called constant defines and computes. So they're not linked to any one of the segments in here. So it's always a better idea to link those elements to a segment because that's going to influence the way WebFOCUS builds the SQL statement. So keep in mind, it's very important and always a good idea to use the with attribute whenever you're using multiple different or fixed expressions within your define statement.